Please have a look at this sum very carefully. Today we will be starting with mainstream sum from profit and gains from business and profession. The profit and loss account and other informations in relation to business of Shri Sholil Kaur are given below. Compute his total income for the assessment year 1920. Okay, this is my profit and loss account of this person, Shri Sholil Kaur, for the assessment year 1920. Trading account is not given, they have only given the profit and loss account because this is only relevant for a PGBP. So gross profit brought down 75,000. Is it clear? The same trading and profit and loss account that you used to do. This is the same profit and loss account. Dividend received, you received any income, it has to be credited. Two general expenses 25,000. Interest on bank loan 5,000. Repairs of furniture 5,000. Bad debts 2,400. Provision for bad debt 1,200. Fire insurance premium 1,800. Household expenses 13,000. Income tax 5,000. Donation to approved institution 2,000. Corporate fine 6,000. Interest on capital 29,000. And depreciation 13,000. Now, from seeing this account, you might think okay, all the things are in their places. Okay. All the expenses are fine. Then what do we need to do with this? Okay. What do we need to do with this? And finally, they have incurred a net loss of 23,400. Okay. Now let me say, what do we need to do with this? We need to redraft this. Okay. We need to redraft and find the actual profit and loss under the head profit and gains from business and profession. So is this not the actual profit and loss? No. This is not the actual profit and loss. Why? Because I have included certain incomes, okay, and I have deducted certain expenses over here which should not have been deducted. How do we know which expenses is to be deducted and which expenses cannot be deducted over here? Okay, there is a list of expenses which can be deducted from here and list which cannot be deducted. That list I will provide, but if I discuss that list, you will not remember anything. So it's better we will discuss that list while solving the sums so that you can understand. Okay. What is the other information? Household expenses. This one. Household expenses includes life insurance premium of ₹1,000 on Shri Kaur's own life. Policy value 35,000. Fine. Depreciation as per IT rules works out 15,000. 50% of the bad debt allowable. Okay. General expenses include wages of domestic servant at the rate of ₹130 per month. Fine. During the year, Shri Kaur took away goods for his personal use costing 16,000 by crediting the sales with 17,500. Although the market price of the goods were 18,000 at time. I'll discuss this one at the end. Okay. This is a bit critical. Not critical, but it's a bit lengthy. I'll first discuss the expenses. Okay. Which expenses can be deducted in finding out the net profit or net loss and which expenses cannot be deducted. Okay. No problem with GP. GP is my manufacturing profit. So no problem with GP. Problem lies here with net loss. General expenses. General expenses, if nothing is mentioned, it relates to my business. So any expenses which is related to my business will be deducted over here. But here in additional information they have told general expenses include wages of domestic servant at the rate of ₹130 per month. Okay, that means this general expenses includes wages of domestic servant. Domestic servant, wages of domestic servant is not a business related expenditure. Had that been the servant of your office, then that had been your expenses related to business. But since it is domestic servant, then 130 into 12, 6, it's coming to how much? 15,600. Okay, 15 out of 25,000, 15,600 is paid to domestic servant, and since domestic help is nothing related to business, this 15,600 cannot be deducted from here. Is it clear? According to section 36, general deductions, only those expenses which are related to business and are revenue in nature. Clear? Those expenses which are related to business and are revenue in nature will get deducted over here. Okay, so general expenses are undoubtedly revenue in nature, but the entire general expenses is not a business expenses. 25,000 minus 15,600, that is 9,400 is my business expenses, and it will get deducted over here. Okay, interest on bank loan. You must have, since no additional nothing given in the additional information, so I can easily presume that I must have taken bank loan for starting my business, and I'm paying interest on that. I'm not starting for my business, and I'm paying interest on that, so it is business related expenditure. I'll deduct over here. Repairs of furniture, fine. Furniture must have been used for the purpose of business, and hence it is deducted over here. Bad debt. Okay. Bad debt is my business related expenses undoubtedly. I have sold my goods on credit, and I have not been able to receive my entire amount, so it's a business loss. It's not an expenses minded. It's a business loss, and it should be deducted. But here it is told 50% of the bad debts are allowable. Now, Income Tax Department has the authority to say that I will not allow you the entire bad debt. From the documents and the records, I feel that you will not have a bad debt of 2,400. Rather, you will have a bad debt of 2,400 ka 50%, that is 1,200. IT department has the authority to cancel your amount of bad debt. Okay, so although you had shown a bad debt of 2,400, IT department is saying that 50% of bad debts are allowable. Allowable means deductible. Fine. Since 50% of the bad debts are deductible, so here I can deduct only 1,200, not 2,400. So since I have already deducted 2,400 from 23,400, so I have to add back 1,200 to adjust. I have already deducted 2,400, right? But I should have deduct 1,200. So add back 1,200. So ultimate effect will be 1,200. Achha, provisions for bad debt. Provisions for bad debt, you'll say, ma'am, it is very much related to the business. Okay, I also agree it is very much related to the business. But Income Tax Department says that no probable losses. Provision means probable minded. You are creating a provision that I may have a bad debt amounting to rupees 1,200. This is not your actual loss. Income Tax Department says that only actual loss can be deducted. If you have a pen and a paper in front of you, please write down. Only actual loss will be deducted. No probable loss will be deducted. No probable loss will be deducted. So, any kind of provisions, be it provisions for bad debt or provisions for any other expenses, it will not be deducted. No kind of provisions will be deducted. Okay, since it has already been deducted, so please add back. Fire insurance premium, this is related to your business, so it will be deducted. No issues. It is absolutely correct. Household expenses, I have told in the beginning. Please note down. Only those expenses which are related to business and are of revenue in nature will be deducted. Those expenses which are related to business and are revenue in nature will be deducted. Household expenses is not related to business, and hence it will not be deducted. Income tax. When do we pay income tax? Income tax is paid by an individual on its individual's income. This is your tax on your personal income. Since this is a tax on your personal income, it will not get deducted over here. Had there been sales tax or customs duty or GST, then it would have been deducted over here, because say had be it sales tax don't exist anymore. But just for an example, you will find in other sums, because the sums are of early years and then sales tax used to persist. Excuse me. Be it GST or customs, then those tax are paid for the purpose of your business. But income tax is not paid for the purpose of your business. Income tax is on your own income. Please write down. Income tax is on own income of Shri Kaur. Okay, and hence it will not be deductible. Not be allowed. Don't write deductible. Hence it will not be allowed. And since it will not be allowed, that means it cannot be deducted over here. And since here I have wrongly deducted, so I have to add back. Donation to approved institution. Donation to approved institution is nothing related to my business. You're doing a social work, very good. If you're doing a social work, you will get deduction under section 80G, but you cannot show it as a business expenses. This is not a business expenses. You will later get deduction for donation under section 80. Okay, but you cannot deduct this amount as business expense. Corporate fines. Okay, please note down. Okay, please note down. No fines and penalties will be allowed as business expenses. No fines, penalties will be allowed as business expenses. Fine. So it will not be allowable. That means it cannot be deducted. Since hence it has been wrongly been deducted, please add back. Fine. Okay. So we are moti done with this. So let us start with the household expenses. Here it was said household expenses includes life insurance premium of 1,000. The life insurance premium is on the life of the individual, so nothing related to business. Fine. So I am eliminating the entire household, and household ke andar hi 1,000 is included, right? Household ke andar hi 1,000 is included. So it will means to see 13,000 ke under 1,000 is already there. Fine. So I am eliminating 13,000. That means I am adding back entire 13,000. So 1,000. This 1,000 is automatically getting added back over there. I am adding back this entire 13,000. And this 1,000 is included over here. So since I am adding back entire 13,000, this 1,000 is automatically getting added back over there. Okay. So let us start with the sum. This is how the formats look like. Computation of income from profit and gains from business and profession. For the assessment year 2019-20, relevant to previous year 2018-19. Okay. Acha, we have not discussed. Please copy this format. So we have not discussed one thing, that sales wala. Let me discuss first. During the year, Shri Kaur took away goods for his personal use costing 16,000 by creating sales account with 17,500. That means Shri Kaur took away his own goods. Okay, he can take away his own goods, but he credited that amount of 17,000 amounting to rupees 17,500. What does it mean? Although he took away his own goods, he recorded it as sales. Okay, although the market price is 18,000, that he himself allowed him. Market price means if he would have sold that goods to outsider, he would have sold it for rupees 18,000. But since he sold to himself, he sold it for 17,500. Fine. But if you are selling to yourself, can you realize this amount of 17,500? No. You cannot realize this amount of 17,500 because you are selling to self. You are putting your own money from your own purse to your cash box. What difference does it make? Okay. So we have to eliminate this sales. And one more thing I overlooked over here, interest on capital. Okay, interest on capital is taken by the proprietor. Okay, this is taken away by the proprietor. Interest on capital invested. This payment is not made to any outsider. Fine. Since it is taken away by the proprietor himself, he cannot deduct this amount as business expense. Okay, I'm again repeating, interest on capital is taken away by the proprietor. That we have learned while in class 11, 12 while doing partnership. Okay, interest on capital paid to partners, and if there is no partner, then the proprietor is taking away. Okay, and since it is not paid to outsiders, it's paid to the proprietor himself. It will excuse me, it will not be deducted. Right? And similarly over here, since he has sold to himself, you cannot realize this amount. Okay, and hence it will not get added to sales. Right. Let us start off with the sum. Achha. I'll not show you the books again. I'm starting the solution. While you refer the solution, by the time you'll already have the sum in front of you. So we'll start with net loss as per books of account. How much is the net loss as per books of account? Net loss as per books of account is 23,400. Okay. Now I have to add back those expenditure which are disallowed. That means you cannot deduct but debit it to PL account. Okay, debited means I have written it in the debit side, but I shouldn't have written it in the debit side, right? Achha. First such expenditure would be general expenses 25,000. Wait. Let us first start with provisions. Let us first start with provisions. Provisions for bad debt. As I have told, all the no probable loss will be deducted. Provisions for bad debt, how much? 1,200. Okay. Then what we have? Household expenses. Household expenses, how much? 13,000. It is no probable loss will be deducted. I'll write the notes later. Household expenses is 13,000. Okay. Only business related expenditures will be deducted. Next, after household expenses, we have income tax. Since it is a tax paid on individual's income, it will not get deducted. Then what we have? We have donation to approved institutions. Right? Oh, one more thing I forgot again regarding depreciation. I'll discuss while I write this. Donation to approved institution. Okay, donation to approved institution will get deducted, but not over here. It will get deducted later under section 80. Donation to approved, this is a note column. Means I have to write that why I am adding back this amount. Am I copying it from my friend, or I do know the reason of adding this amount? So I need to write this note. I have to need to prepare this note column, okay, where I'll give the reasons that why I'm adding back PBD, why I'm adding back household expenses, and so on. Okay. Next is interest on capital that I told you. Interest on capital is paid to himself, so it cannot be deducted. Interest on capital, how much? Interest on capital 29,000. Then we have corporate fines. No kind of fines and penalties can be deducted. Corporate fines, point number 6. As I'll write to note number 6, I'll write 6,000. Okay. Next is, remember that general expenses include wages paid to servant. Wages to servant, I should have written it in the first head. Means I should have started with this one. Anyways, wages to servant 7. Point number 7. How much? 15,060, not 15,600. 130 per month at the rate of 12 per month. General expenses include wages paid to your home servant at the rate of rupees 130 per month for 12 months. And since this is household expenses, it cannot get deducted. And hence you have wrongly deducted it. Now you have to add it back. Okay. Fine. Achha. Bad debt not allowed. Remember, I had written a bad debt of 2,400, but IT department told that no, we cannot allow you 2,400 ka bad debt. We can allow you only 50% ka bad debt. Hence, I have to add back only 1,200 because I can deduct only 1,200. And since I have wrongly deducted 2,400, okay, I have wrongly deducted 2,400. If I add back 1,200, तो ultimately the effect वही आएगा कि I have deducted 1,200. ठीक है? Okay. अच्छा, after bad debt, and this one, goods withdrawn for personal use, drawings. Okay. Goods withdrawn for personal use. When you are taking away the goods, you are deducting it from your closing stock. Your closing stock is reducing. Okay. But you cannot record this one, goods withdrawn, means you cannot record personal use ka ye. Since you have withdrawn the goods for personal use, you cannot record it in while computing PGBP. Okay, so add back goods withdrawn for personal use. How much? 16,000. Because the goods worth rupees 16,000 was withdrawn by Shri Kaur and was sold for 17,500, whose market price was 18,000. Remember, we had learned something like this. It's not learned, we had seen something like this. So this total comes to 87,960, and add this with 23,400. I've started the sum with 23,400 negative, and here it is coming with 87,960. So here I have to write, here it will be 64,560. Is it clear? I've started the sum with a net loss of 23,400. Then I am adding back so many amounts. So it will come to 64,560. One mistake. Depreciation. টোটালটা তো লিখে দিলাম, টোটালটা আমার করা ছিল বলে ডেপ্রিসিয়েশনটা লেখা হয়নি, সরি। Depreciation. আচ্ছা, before we have started off with the sums, we have learned how to calculate depreciation, right? Okay. Depreciation as per books of account cannot be deducted. only that depreciation which is calculated as per Income Tax Act, okay, means whose calculation we have learnt, okay, only that can be deducted. So we will add back depreciation as per books of accounts, and we will deduct depreciation as per IT Act. Is it clear? Depreciation as per IT Act has been told over here. Whatever depreciation is uh, calculated as per books of account will be added back over here, okay, and we can deduct, we will obviously deduct depreciation, but that depreciation which is computed as per IT rules, right? Okay, now let's income not taxable but credited to PL.